The other movie I saw today, actually earlier today, was the new animated film Sgt Stubby, an American Hero. Okay, story time before I get into the actual movie. So, usually about Tuesday or Wednesday, I check my local movie theater website. Basically, really, actually, it's more Fandango. They usually post around Tuesday or Wednesday what new movies they're going to release that weekend, so I have a broad idea of what I will be seeing, what I want to see. Usually I do, but I never know if they're going to add something that hasn't been released yet. That was released limited in limited theaters. Like this week, I get like Isle Dogs finally, and to my utter surprise, one of the movies that I found out was coming out this week was a movie called Sgt Stubby, an American Hero. To which I replied, "What the fuck is that?" I can't imagine I'm the only one out there that has never heard of this thing. And I was like, oh, it's probably just some weird... Sometimes we get like a local director makes a movie and it gets released around here in local theaters, and I was like, maybe that's it. Or it's just some weird animated movie I never got a trailer for that's probably a shitty animated film. And like from the posters, the animation kind of did look kind of shitty. I was like, fuck it. But to my surprise, I look on Rotten Tomatoes. This movie is standing at a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. What? I was like, what? I was like, what is this movie? I've never even heard of it. To the point that I was like, this is has to be a fucking joke. Like, is somebody pulling a prank on me? What is this? I've never heard of this. I know I don't go to kids' movies all the time, but I'm like, what the hell is this? I was like, I still get the same fucking trailers all the damn time, constantly, and I never got one trailer for this fucking thing. I'm like, what the hell is it? And I was like, man, it's getting good reviews in it. I was hoping maybe eventually it would drop off. Nope, it just continues to go up and up and up. Critics are saying it's really good, and I'm like, really? I'm like, so I was like, I had to go to the movie theater today and go to the ticket counter and say, one for Sgt Stubby. That is a sentence I never thought I'd say in a million fucking years, ever, in 2017 or 2018. I don't care what the fuck year it is. So I'm like, oh, fuck's sake. I walk in there and I'm like, man, I can't believe I'm fucking seeing a movie called Sgt Stubby. But you know what? Now that I get that out of the way, that story out of the way, this actually was a kind of a movie I enjoyed. I can't even believe I'm fucking saying that. It's a really adorable little kids movie that honestly is probably one of the best kids movies I've seen this year so far. It's adorable. It is. It's really adorable, and it's a movie I guarantee not a lot of people know about, but it's not a bad... It's a really touching little film that I would recommend people take their kids to go see if you don't know what it is. If you don't know what it is, don't know what the story of this movie is, I'll give you the synopsis here, because there are probably a lot of people that don't know what it is. It's an animated film about, this is actually based off a true story. No joke. This is based off a true story. I looked it up. You can look it up on Wikipedia. You can look it up online. This is based off a real dog that existed in 1900s during World War One. Now, of course, I believe there's some parts of this movie that are fabricated to make it kid friendly, but the movie starts out about this stray dog who wanders on to this military base and kind of becomes a mascot for this military base, and also befriends this fellow soldier in training who they become pretty much best friends right off the bat. It's about a man and his dog and his loyal companion, and eventually the soldier ends up having to be shipped off to Germany to fight in World War One. And he has to leave his dog on a military base where even the commanders and the chef and everybody have grown to like the dog, so they agree that they'll take care of him. While the dog wanders off, ends up running away right after right after the owner leaves to go to Germany, and he ends up being a stowaway on the ship that's carrying his loyal owner, and he ends up fighting, or he ends up on the battlefield along with his owner during World War One. And where this movie kind of gets into the true story part of it is that this was really based off a dog. I don't know how much was it true about the owner and everything else like that, but this dog was an actual fucking hero during World War One. He basically would alert the soldiers to certain things during the war and everything like that. He would go out into the battlefield and find injured soldiers and alert through barking the other soldiers to where the injured soldier was at. He would also sit there and comfort the injured soldier while he was waiting for help. He also alerted soldiers when there was going to be a mustard gas attack, and also a whole village, which I don't know if that's 100% true, but I'd like somebody in the comments can tell me. I know he did do that, like with soldiers and stuff. I don't know if it was a village or not, but he alerted them when it was necessary to alert them about a mustard gas attack before anybody could die, and he saved a lot of fucking lives. And so basically this is a movie about a dog who was a really big fucking hero during World War One. And he actually, at the end of the movie, they mentioned that he became a sergeant in the fucking army and is the most decorated dog in U.S. military history. Wow, that's kind of fucking crazy. They even showed pictures of the real dog in real life. And the reason why they call him Stubby is because he has a stub for a tail. I think he's like a pit bull. I don't know, pit bull or something like that. He looked like a pit bull, I guess. I think that's what he was supposed to be. I don't know. Anybody in the comments can tell me. But yeah, it's a movie that's the story. It's basically a story about the movie's based off of. And it's this really touching story about a boy and his dog. And it's set during, so happens, it also takes place during World War One. And it's really touching and really funny. It's got a really talented cast behind it, a voice cast behind it. You got Logan Lerman, the guy who played Percy Jackson in those fucking Percy Jackson movies. Voices the owner of the dog. And then you got Helena Bonham Carter is the narrator throughout this movie, who's the owner's sister, as she narrates how her brother would write her letters and tell her about this dog and stuff like that, and yada yada yada. Who's that one guy, Gerard Dupideau, or I don't know how the fuck you say his name. I know I just fucked up his name so bad. Voices this French chef / soldier that is on the battle lines, that befriends the dog and the owner and everything else. It's really they become the Three Musketeers, and yeah, it's actually other than when you first hear the title, you go, that sounds like this. What the fuck is that? It's actually a sweet story. It's a really sweet story. It was made by some indie production company I never heard of before. I don't know how they got this released into I don't know how many theaters it did, but I don't even know how the fuck my theater got it. I'm still not sure. I'm kind of glad I did see it. It was not a bad fucking movie. It wasn't. It was a kind of adorable little fucking kids movie. It's always refreshing when you get to see a good kids movie anymore. This movie's also kind of in a lot of ways a fucking history lesson for kids. It actually talks about World War One. It gives the kids basically a broad stroke of what World War One it was. It tells the kids of who we were fighting against, which were the Germans, and who we were fighting with, which was the French. So yeah, who was fighting with us? I mean, and it's like, yeah, that's kind of cool. It's you kind of give a brief history about what was going on, and kind of kids learn a little bit about history while watching this adorable dog movie. I mean, this movie could have been a hell lot worse because, I mean, as soon as I first saw a poster, I'm like, oh, it's a talking dog movie. No, it's not. Dog never talks. It's just a normal dog. I was like, yeah, it could have been a hell lot worse. It could have been a talking dog. It would have been disrespectful to the real source material, the real story if they would have done that. But I mean, I'm fucking shocked they didn't do that. So I mean, at least they refrained themselves from doing that. Yeah, I really kind of recommend this movie. It's a surprise. And in a good one. I mean, in a good way. It was not a bad film. Yeah. It made you feel kind of warm and fuzzy inside by the end of it. It was a really touching story. Yeah, I recommend it. So, thumbs up to that movie. Again, never fucking heard of it until a couple days ago, but ow. I'm kind of glad I did hear about it and ended up seeing it. Trailers. This is another one where I kind of walked in late, so I probably missed a few trailers. I caught pretty much the butt end of the new trailer for Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation. All I got out of it was that apparently the ship's captain is Van Helsing's granddaughter or something like that, so she's trying to kill Dracula, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen the Hotel Transylvania movies. I still have never seen any of them. I heard they're not bad. It's just some people have told me they're not actually that bad. But it's so there's that. And then I got a trailer for the new Grinch movie, which is pretty funny. I got this trailer because my niece, who just was down here from North Carolina, is 4, is obsessed with the fucking Grinch right now. And she kept telling me, "Oh, did you know there's a new Grinch movie coming out in November?" There's no, yeah, now I know for sure, and it's a movie it looks better than the fucking Jim Carrey version. I fucking hate the Jim Carrey version. I hate anybody that loves the Jim Carrey version over the animated version from the 70s. There are people out there, and it's just baffling. I know those people exist. But it's also Illumination Studios, so it's probably just going to be an average movie at best. Yeah, they haven't really produced any. They've pretty much been producing movies, animated movies over the last few years. It didn't look bad. I like the idea of Benedict Cumberbatch voicing the Grinch. I like that. It actually kind of makes me kind of want to see it just because of that. But yeah. So that's as far as trailers and the movies I've seen. I still gotta go see, like I said, Isle of Dogs and Rampage, and I'll have reviews of those sometime in the next couple days. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later.